who set the pace in the Metro Division with 75 points. Florida, the top spot in the Atlantic. We are off and running. Referees are John McIsaac and Chris Rooney. Brian Pansich and Ben O'Quinn have the lines, with the Capitals back in red. Centering pass that's blocked. Reinhart turns the cage, matched up with John Carlson. Forsling from deep, a wrister that was spoiled by Aleksai Protas. Forsling loads and drives again, and Barov pumped this one wide to the cage, guarded by Sergei Bobrovsky. In goal for Florida. Roy towards the cage, it's gloved by Bob, and he'll hang on. Chikrin sweeps for Ovechkin. One-touch passing to Ethan Frank. Down low to Protas, to the slot, Dubois! Punched away by Bobrovsky in the crease. Rasmus Sandin with some get up and go through center. Dogged there by Boquist. Tkachuk over skates. Sandin, sweep it on the outside, Mangiapane fires, he scores! Andrew Mangiapane finds the short side.
Lane opens up. You see Dowd here. He wins a battle with Tkachuk as it goes around. The puck goes up to the point and comes back to Mangiapane, and the C opens up and he goes in top shelf. Not the greatest goal if you're a goaltender, but short side, you've got to hit the slot, and that he did as a result of the Panthers not checking their mark. They didn't have someone in that lane.
Alex had it on his tape for an instant, didn't get a shot on cage as the Panthers go the other way. Bennett, nice send in to the forehand, just out of reach for Boquist. He ran off the racetrack too far. Thompson threatened by Boquist in the vicinity. Roy was not pleased at all. Barkov, sweep it down low. Stuff attempt. Thompson made a good save there. Reinhart at the doorstep.
Look at Logan Thompson, that first little point-blank effort as Barkov dishes this one down. It comes into the slot, and there it again.
Carlson's backhand, blocked away by Bobrovsky. 40 seconds in the period as Sandin gives chase. Like a guided missile, Bennett was right there, forced a turnover. Bennett fires, great save, Thompson, rebound, score. The forecheck turns into a tally for the champs.
So here he's getting after Rasmus. Rasmus looks up, throws the reverse, but the Panthers are all over that because they're pressing forward. As we said earlier, anticipating the play, the puck pops back out to Bennett in front and throws the backhand. And very good look and very good work by the three of these guys. Boquist feeds it in front, and then the guys just cram the net with so much speed, and Bennett beats.
Our technical crew, we all stand to salute you, Craig, and from what we gather, Alan, things went well today.
Yeah, everything went as planned and as expected, and a lot of stress on the family, a lot of worrying, and they're all gathered around him right now, and that's all we've been thinking about.
Logan Thompson with an early stop there as
these guys do a lot of interchanges, and they fill in for each other, so there's a lot of body movement to go with the puck movement.
Ekblad to the interior, deflected aside by Wilson. It's a short-handed break for Protas. Protas, backhand pass, score! Wilson jams it home!
To pick it off, stick on the ice. Both of these guys in tandem looking after it, and it's off to the races and pulls it to the backhand and is able to take advantage of the forward Tkachuk back there. And Willie, as we've said throughout this season, he has been so successful because when the puck gets to his stick, he rifles it as soon as he can. He doesn't mess around with it, and that's a big reason why he's got 22 goals on the season, and the Caps get another shorthanded one on that.
Caps muddying up the water at center. Wilson there along with Strome. They flood this side. Barkov with a break. Barkov to his backhand. He scores.
Well, they pick Barkov on the breakaway, and his 13th goal of the season. And this is all about winning a puck battle at the defensive zone blue line of the Florida Panthers, and they get this and they win it. And Verhaeghe just punches it through, and you get this guy, one of the strongest players in the league, on his stick. Jacob Chikrin can't knock him off the puck. And he is probably, as we said earlier, the best all-round center in the National Hockey League, certainly on the defensive side of it. And he's got this great, incredible ability of strength on his skates, and it combines with his stick.
Look at the reach. Just jumping on board with us this Tuesday night. Caps have had a couple of one-goal leads. As Wilson drives in, Wilson fires, fought off by Bobrovsky. He bats it around, bypassing the forecheck. Turnover here, slot chance. Dowd feeds. Just falling across was Bobrovsky to deny on Karlsson, who came right through the slot area. Hour time. So glad you've tuned in with us. Heart Health Awareness Night in D.C. Our hearts full of well wishes for Craig Laughlin as his third period gets underway. If you missed it at the outset, second of 3 meetings between these two. Washington a winner on enemy ice in late November. Wilson with help from Radish there at center ice. Lars Eller galloping in. Eller to his forehand. He scores! A brilliant dash to the net from Eller.
On the forecheck here, sticks on the ice as they play this. They get after the defender, and Lars just wins this race, pulls it to his backhand, and beats Bobrovsky on the forecheck. He had to have his heads up on that one, and here, just pushing this puck, catching up, getting past Kulikov, and there's no way Mikola's going to catch him in this one. That poke check by Bobrovsky.
Mangiapane with momentum through center. Full speed ahead to the outside. To the front, score!
Just puck patience by Andre Mangiapane as he wheels down the ice and skates it wide, and Nic Dowd gets on his horse, strong on his stick, gets it down, and puts that one top shelf and takes out the goaltender with it. There's not much you can do on this one. And I know that when I played, and Locker played, and pretty much everyone that played in the 90s and 80s and 70s and 60s, you went into the goaltender, they were going to take a pound of flesh. But right now, Andre Mangiapane's fit in so well with Duhaime and Dowd.
As Wilson works in tight quarters with McMichael. Mikula, the good stick check there on Karlsson. Panthers looking to respond. Tkachuk fires. He rips the top corner. Matthew Tkachuk.
This goal is a result of the Caps getting caught up ice and getting a little too in on the offensive attack. It opens up a two-line pass and a broken play at the blue line. Matthew Tkachuk. Sam Bennett just pops it over, and then it goes over to Nate Schmidt, who definitely puts it over in the perfect shooting position for Tkachuk. As Logan goes across, he wasn't sure who he's expecting that shot on that one, but this is a goal that's going to go in on every single goaltender in the National Hockey League.
Nic Dowd with a pulled goalie goal here in the third period. A delayed penalty was called. Panthers right on in. Big save, Thompson. Huge. And behind the mask, you want to protect it. Huge stop on Boquist a few moments ago. Reinhart carefully feeds it back. Behind the cage, working up top. Verhaeghe broke his stick in half. Protas to the empty net. Yes, sir.
Fortunately for them, as Carter Verhaeghe steps into this one and breaks his stick, it goes right to Aleksai Protas. I don't know if he's going to get credit for a block shot on that one, but he's certainly going to get credit for scoring his 22nd goal of the season. Coach has a lot of trust in the big man. He's been flying all night long. Both sides.
The save, and then he flexed the rebound from Harm. 8 seconds left. Verhaeghe lets it go, deflected and stopped. Loose at the doorstep. Cleared out by Faravari. Ovechkin's last chance. Did he beat the buzzer? It has to be across the goal line before 0-0-0. It's close. It's really close.
Here we are as Ovi finds this one. It just gently bumps over to him. And the last ditch ever by Martin Faravari. He waits on this move right here to go past Rodriguez.
With goals, 3 straight. Washington 3 better than the defending Stanley Cup champions They've taken the first 2 of 3 this season. They beat Bob and the Panthers by a 6-3 final.